I built a flow called the Get New Lead flow, and it looks at leads that are in particular statuses, like pitched, new lead, or attempting contact. And it checks how long ago the time shown by the bounce timer passed. The bounce timer indicates when the most recent activity or assignment or status change happened on that lead. These clocks are all supported by automation, so we have flows setting the last activity time based on when a phone call was made. And last status change is based on the last time the lead changed from one status to another, etc. If a certain amount of time has elapsed based on the rules set in the metadata, which I'll show in a minute, then a lead can be stolen. And for that reason, we call this the Shark Tank. It encourages the sales folks to work their leads promptly by letting other people take them if leads aren't worked in time. So I'm going to click the Get New Lead button, and it's going to show me this lead was found and the name and the phone numbers. And I can click Go Call It, and this will navigate me to that lead so I can make the call from my contact pad. And now let's look at the metadata that's used to run this show. So here in Setup, I'm going to go to Metadata. And I'm going to see the bounce times. And here, each of the statuses has a certain amount of time stored in hours or minutes. And this is used by the flow to determine whether a lead is eligible to be stolen. If I click on the new lead in minutes, you'll see that, for example, the default value here is 20 minutes. And so you have 20 minutes to call a new lead before it can be bounced to a new user. And now let's look at the flow itself. And it's this screen lead, Get New Lead button flow. And what it does is it gets the bounce times from the metadata that I just showed, and then it gets a new lead from the bounce pool. And if it found a lead that's eligible to be stolen, then it goes down this path. It sets this checkbox that we use in our round robin assignment, and it goes down, and I'll show in a minute where that goes. If no new lead was found, then it checks whether we're inside business hours. And if we're inside business hours, then it goes on and allows you to steal other types of leads. But new leads can be stolen any time of day. In off hours, it'll go to the list view. So here you've got a cascading set of different get records elements, and they get different types of leads based on the name of the get records element from the bounce pool, and it looks to see whether there is recent events on that lead. So once it has that set of leads, it'll look for recent activity on that lead. If that lead has had attempted contact or has been assigned, or if it's had a status change recently, then the lead cannot be stolen. However, if the lead is old enough, it'll come down here. And you can see that all of these for different statuses go down to the same place. And that is to assign the lead to the current user. And then check, and if there was an error, it gives an error screen. And if not, it goes to the new lead screen, which you've already seen. If all of those conditions run through and no bounceable leads were found, it takes you back to your list view in the no new leads screen so that you can continue working your own leads. And that's how this flow works. As I mentioned behind the scenes, we have a few other automations supporting this one. Leads are distributed via round robin system, so new leads can be assigned at any time. And when a phone call is made, it resets the last activity time. And then when a lead is assigned or its status changed, those timers are reset as well. So if everyone is working all their leads, you get to the no new leads found screen and you go back to your list view. But if not, you can take a lead and start working on it.